Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Moderately Anonymous MTG cEDH, the greatest cEDH channel in the multiverse. As always, this episode is brought to you by TCG Player. Hit that TCG Player affiliate link in the description to pick up any of the cards that you see in today's video. It's a great way to help out the channel for free. And thank you to all of our patrons who make great content like this possible. Become a patron and get access to Patreon exclusive content. We've got a double feature episode for y'all today with our guests Dylan and Cam from Play to Win, and Cameron from the Lab Maniacs joining us. Keep your eyes peeled for another game from this stream coming to the Play to Win channel in the future. First up is Mod playing a new Codie Vociferous Codex brew based off of Sick Robots list. This is a turbo ad nauseam deck that uses Codie's ability to turn 1-mana spells into profane tutor that can find ad nauseam quickly to end the game. Next is Lab Maniac Cameron playing one of their decks from the MLC, Rashmi Eternity's Crafter. This is a control deck that uses its commander's ability to keep your own hand fueled while controlling the table. Third is Dylan playing his Nath deck, the Rock Nath Monster. This is an attrition deck that grinds long game value by attacking opponents' hands and resources while amassing a deadly board of elves. And last, the turn order is Cameron playing his Kenrith list, Kenny's famous combos. This is a 5-color combo pile that uses Kenrith's flexibility as a malleable combo enabler to win the game through a variety of combos. And without further ado, let's hop into our first game. I feel like I can do better than this.
Yeah, my hand's pretty close too, but I think I'm gonna mulligan. It sucks. I had a soul ring. He went mulligan soul ring hands away. I had a soul ring, but it didn't have anything to do with it on turn 2. And it was like playing soul ring, but I'm not actually doing anything until turn 3. I don't know. I felt bad.
Exact same situation. I was like, it hurts to mulligan away a turn the first 7 soul ring, but I think that's what's happening.
Ooh. I'm gonna keep mine. I'm gonna gloat a little bit about being able to keep a 7-card hand.
I'm gonna keep mine as well.
Look at us. More reasons to get us confused.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down to 5. I should have kept my first 7. That'll do, I think. All right. Good luck and have fun, everybody. Any turn zeros?
Not for me.
Nope.
Cast a Mox Diamond. I'll throw a Badlands in the bin, and I'll play a City of Brass, and let's cast a Carpet of Flowers. Now we'll pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Unfortunately, I can't avoid it. Land 1 for turn as an island. Mana Vault. Warstone. A colorless mana floating. Use that mana. Isochron Scepter.
Whoa.
Oh.
Hoo-wee.
That's funny, bud. Yeah. I'm gonna tap this Priority Avenger because you are good on that.
Is Scepter good?
Yep.
Good with me. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We'll put a growth spiral on that Scepter.
That's very funny.
Single.
Okay.
Right, draw card. Overgrown Tomb. I'll shock myself to 38, and I'll cast a Deathrite Shaman. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna draw Command Tower into Soul Ring and pass.
Okay. I'll untap, upkeep, and draw. Main phase 1. I'll say yes to Carpet, point it at Lab Maniac Cam, and make 1 Blurple mana. Tap City of Brass and Mox Diamond, and I'll cast Codie, go down to 39. And
Great.
What?
He said great.
Oh, I thought he said wait. I was like, that's the most dramatic I'm going to counter that ever. Please don't.
Exact opposite. Hardcore, no.
Okay. I will pass the turn for there.
Untap, draw, and I will lose a life. Hinterland Harbor as land 2. I will join you on the carpet train, but I will pass the turn.
All right. Go to me. Untap. Draw card. Lab Maniac Cameron. You have 2 cards in your hand?
I have 2 cards in hand, yes.
Let's find out if one of them is a counterspell. I'm gonna exile your Badlands mod with my Deathrite Shaman.
I might have a response to that. Exiling it is
Noxious
part of
Revival.
resolution, right?
It's targeting. This is a targeted ability. It is not a mana ability.
I am going to pay 2 life and Noxious Revival targeting my Badlands.
That works.
Okay.
Fetch Verdant. Find a basic forest. Cast Chains of Mephistopheles.
That's funny, but
Pretty good against
think-
Rashmi.
Well, I don't... No, it does nothing to Rashmi herself, because it's a put into hand. I just don't think that's the right time to do that because Codie looks like they're setting up for an adnos, and that does nothing to adnos.
It's true it doesn't, but it might stop anything else they do, and unfortunately I don't really have many other ways to interact with Codie besides this.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Then I am going to respond to that by activating Isochron Scepter. I'd like to cast a Growth Spiral, Kurt, and I may put a land into play. I will put this island into play. I have nothing else on that. Chains.
Yeah, if everyone else is cool on it,
yeah,
I will pass my turn then.
Pretty much the coolest thing I ever heard of.
Yeah, this is either going to fuel your breach entirely or make it a little bit more difficult for you to get to exactly what you need, but you have a lot of like cantrips and 1-drops in your deck. You have to like fire them off to get your thing going. Maybe it doesn't matter if you discard a card because of it. I'm not sure.
If you haven't played with Chains much, you've probably played with Hullbreacher a lot, and it's the same trigger. You just deal with it different.
Unfortunately, I have played with
Chains many times.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say I have a bit of experience. I hate it, but I do.
I'm going to pay 2 life. Have this Watery Graves come into play untapped, and I'm going to use it for a Training Grounds, and then pass the turn.
All right, I'll untap, upkeep, draw. Main phase 1, I'll say yes to Carpet, pointed at Lab Maniac Cam. Make 2 Blurple mana again. Play Badlands as land for turn. I would like to activate Codie.
I have no response to that.
Nothing for me.
Me neither.
I will use the blue mana. Oh, I'm sorry, you got something?
Activating Codie is a mana ability. Nobody can respond to that anyways.
Is that true?
It doesn't target. It just puts other things onto it. I'm like 99% sure that's a mana ability, but I'll double check.
I would believe you because you're better magic than me, but wow, okay. The more you know.
Codie's activated ability is a mana ability. It can't be countered or responded to, and you can activate it while casting a spell.
Wow, that is interesting.
And if you do activate it while casting the spell, it will trigger the next spell you cast.
I will use the blue mana and leave the rest of it floating to Void Snare, targeting Codie.
Okay. Yeah, so you have a Codie trigger.
Yep, Codie trigger. That's good to go. Oh, there it is. It was like 4 from the bottom.
All right. So your main combo lines, I see Brain Freeze. I saw LED. I didn't see Underworld Breach.
I think we did go by Underworld Breach in here somewhere.
I must have missed it then. I saw Tainted Pact. I saw a Consult. Did you pass Thassa's Oracle?
Yep, Thorkel was in there too.
Yeah. Flipped over.
Okay. All right. I'm just looking for, there's Thorkel. Did you flip over Force of Will, Pact of Negation, or Force of Negation?
I definitely flipped over Force of Will and Misdirection. There's no Pact of Negation in this deck because I can accidentally
Okay, because it's a 0.
Yeah.
Force of Negation, did you flip over that?
Force of Will, Force of Negation was in here.
Okay.
And Misdirection.
Okay, cool. Are you casting that tutor?
I would like to cast a Profane Tutor.
That is basically a Diabolic Tutor, or a Demonic Tutor with Suspend, right?
Yes, that is correct.
I have no response to that.
You get to cast it like the actual tutor part right now, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, Cam Jam, you got that up, Agent?
Not right now. I wish I did.
Son of a gun. I thought you were holding it up.
That would have definitely ruined my deck.
I think you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to get a little card that I like to call Ad Nauseam. I will add 1 more mana to my mana pool with the City of Brass. It'll be black, and I will cast that Ad Nauseam.
Because you have 5 mana -1.
Minus a blue. Yeah.
So you basically just need Codie, a 1-drop, and 1 more mana, and you can auto Ad Naus.
Pretty much, yeah. It can set up a fairly consistent turn 2 Ad Nauseam if you just mulligan aggressively enough.
That's pretty solid. I mean, so it's basically Ad Naus the commander.
Yes, more or less. I was listening to Sick describe it, and he was just like, there's just no cleaner line to go for Ad Nauseam. And it's really true. Once I started playtesting, I was like, wow, this is kind of ridiculous.
The only cleaner line is Mono Black Sidisi, which is actually just Ad Nauseam in your command zone. But this way, you get to play 5 colors, which is so much better than Mono Black.
Yeah.
We're at 9
and
for
it's also
Cabal
cheaper.
Therapy, 10.
Yeah, and way better. Yeah, cheaper and way better. The only issue is you have to
resolution
cast it and then wait.
Void Snare. This is back in my hand.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Are you stopping? Yeah.
No, I'm just 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, that's Claim the Firstborn, 27, 28, 29, 31, 35, and I guess I gotta stop there.
I did not see a full win there. I saw some fast mana. We saw Breach.
Breach and LED.
LED?
Yeah, LED was
Oh,
one
you
of the
got
first
it.
ones.
If you saw Breach and LED, you got it.
Yeah.
As long as you can cast Breach.
Yeah, I've
What,
got Breach
do we
LED.
have Any other interaction?
Do
know
I
saw
have any?
Silence and Flusterstorm.
Cameron, were you saving interaction when he had ad nauseum on the stack? I hope it was something that only it's like a spell snare or something. I shouldn't even say it. I shouldn't even put it in Mod's mind. Cameron doesn't have anything. Don't bother. Just go for it.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's cast LED. Cast Mana Crypt. Cast.
Give me a second.
Yep.
You did the bounce. You did ad naus. You've now done LED. You have now done what's after that? Manic. Okay.
Void,
yeah, keep
Profane,
going.
Ad Nauseam. Okay.
Oh, Profane. Yep.
Cast Mox Opal. This is so much easier when you haven't made a land drop. Cam, are you gonna fuck with me? Can I just ask you that? Are you gonna fuck with me?
He's definitely gonna
I don't feel comfortable answering that question yet.
Oh, that's a definite yes.
They're definitely both. Both of the Camerons told you to wait at one point, even though Lab Man Cam was just counting your storm. He needed that time to think.
This is for you. What I am gonna do is leave one colorless floating to cast a dockside extortionist.
So that's gonna give you 6 mana.
All right, let's try cracking one, go down to 5 white for silence.
I have no response.
Nah, you should feel pretty safe.
Yeah, now I'll just do the thing. I'll go down to 3. I'll cast a Underworld Breach. I'll crack the LED. Add.
Yep.
What do I have here? What do I use to actually win this game? I have a demonic
You have a
tutor.
cantrip. Yeah, you have a demonic tutor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
so yeah,
worst case,
I'll
you did have a mystical.
demonic tutor a few times. Oracle and consult and win.
I'm good to scoop. Everyone good?
Seems fine by me.
Nice.
Yes,
All
good,
right,
yeah.
Good game.
I didn't really have any other option there besides Imperial Sealing and Llanowar Elving that turn, which didn't seem to do anything. Chains was, I felt, the only way that I could do anything to actually impact the board, and Codie seemed like they were ready to go.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. I think that is probably your best bet. Like it's definitely better than having done like effectively nothing by sealing and the elf, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Chains is also good because it even though it doesn't directly stop Rashmi, it kind of makes the control player only be able to stop one or two things, which is all I want the control player to be able to stop. But
Are we gonna randomize order?
Yes, we are. That was a very wild game one. I know we had a lot of people who wanted to see the Codie win from that night, so I made sure to get that one in there. But we had such a great night of games, we're definitely going to go into a round 2 here. So let's get into our second game of the night. First up for game 2 is Lab Man Cam playing another MLC deck, Inalla Archmage Ritualist. This is a Grixis combo deck that uses Inalla's ability to turn Spellseeker into a 1-card win con, running Thoracle and Breach lines as a backup. Second is Cameron running back the KFC list looking for those big Kenny dubs. Third is Mod with their Moldy Grixis ikraum list. This is a Grixis ad nauseam build that splashes green for cards like Sylvan Library and Neoform. And last is Dylan playing a modern non-cEDH classic, Godo. This is a combat-based combo deck that uses its commander's ability with Helm of the Host to close out games with infinite hasty Godos. Let's go ahead and hop into game 2. Once, twice, and 3 times lady.
3 times lady.
Nice. That was beautiful.
this one hand isn't great, but I think it's good enough. Maybe.
Again, the audience at home can see that I'm crying right now. That was
Go on to second 7.
nice. Got another 100 bits for second 7 MTG. Thanks, bud.
All right. Draw a card. Verdant. I'm gonna fetch for an Underground Sea, and I'm gonna pass.
I'll draw. Pedal. Chrome Mox. Exiling Brainstorm. Land, go.
Draw. City Brass. Cast a Chromox. Would like to exile a Mean Betrayal underneath it. And I will pass the turn from there.
Draw card. I have a Snow-Covered Mountain. I also have a Chromox. Weird. We all have Chromoxes. If mine is okay, I'm going to pitch a Pyrokinesis to it.
It'd be very rude of us for one of us to counter it now. Brothership of the Chromox.
Yeah.
I'll also cast Fellware Stone. Pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Raw. Mana Confluence. And I will join in on the Wellstone train and pass the turn.
End of turn, I'll crack. Going to get a red-blue land. It's just this one. Draw for turn. Bayou. Cast a Mana Vault. Crack Idol for white. Cast Kenny. Getting him out there and passing the turn.
Camp Jam, at your end step, I would like to pay a life into the City of Brass for a blue mana. Go down to 39. I would like to cast a Cyclonic Rift targeting your Kenrith.
Kenny's back to my hand.
Love it. Draw. Exile a Simian Spirit Guide for red.
Don't even think about it.
I'm going to attempt to because it's all I got.
Oh, is it a wheel? Okay, I thought it was another ad nauseum. I was like, you suck. I have no responses to a wheel.
Would have been amazing. No.
I would like to Mystical Tutor in response.
Yeah, that's good by me.
That's a pretty good one.
I was talking to my friend recently who got into cEDH because of me, and he was like, when I think of you and I think of cEDH, I think of ad nauseum, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
I mean, ad nauseum is the face of this format. It is by far the best card in the format.
Don't
leads to the most wins. Like yeah, how do you get the dockside in your hand? You have to ad nauseum for it.
But how do you pay for anything after the ad nauseum?
Betrayal.
Oh, no.
That's pretty good. Where Cameron, Labman's gonna get a win in this night, it seems.
It's not gonna be a win off of what I'm gonna do.
There you go, yeah.
Other people probably
Let's see
have
if
better stuff.
I don't have much to give him, so.
Yep.
Oh, don't you worry.
Oh, yeah, Cam Jam's got a ton.
All right, shall we?
Yeah, Mon, what are you going?
Wheel is good?
Yeah, good with me.
All right, I'm going to discard a Talisman of Dominance.
I have Inventor's Fair, Snow-Covered Mountain, Sandstone Needle, and Honor-Worn Shaku.
I just
Tainted
have
Pact, Forbidden Orchard, and a
Kenrith
Mystic Stone.
Kenrith Demonic Consultation, and then a Dockside.
Oh, okay.
I will play Ancient Tomb as my land for turn. I will cast a Lotus Petal, and I will pass.
Okay, go to me.
Yep.
Untap. Let's go with Crystal Vein as my land for turn. Let's have 3 like that for Imperial Recruiter. I'm going to search for Dockside and pass my turn.
Upkeep. I'm going to Vamp Tutor.
We are so dead. Game Jam.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna priority bully Dylan and make him counter it.
The mono red play. That's very good. Smart decision making. I have nothing for the Vamp Tutor.
Damn.
Vamp Tutor.
Didn't pay off.
The strategy didn't work that time.
I'd like to go to my draw step.
Let's find out.
Yep.
It's going on top. Steam Vents, take 2. Reanimate, targeting the dockside.
Targeting my Dockside.
Yeah. We are at
6.
6 treasures and use 3 of these. Spellseek?
That I will Force of Will, pitching Mystical Tutor.
Yeah, I think that has to happen. That's fine. Use 2 of these. Underworld Breach?
You're funny.
That's pretty good. I have nothing to say about that one.
That is pretty good, as they say. Lab Maniac Cameron, how many cards do you have in your hand?
3.
And
what's in the graveyard?
Do we have a graveyard here?
Spellseeker, Reanimate, Vampiric Tutor, Ristic Study, Forbidden Orchard, Tainted Pact, Mystical Tutor, and a Verdant Catacombs.
No mana.
Oh boy. I would like to pay 2 life into this Ancient Tomb, sacrifice the Lotus Petal for blue, and I'm going to attempt Hardcast Fierce Guardianship on that.
Pact Negation?
Cameron? Cam Jam, you have anything on Pact?
I don't want to respond to Pact of Negation. That can resolve.
I'm also going to pass on Pact.
So I kind of need to communicate with the table here. I'd love for this Pact to resolve, but I do have interaction, but it's only 1.
Oh, it's Red Blast? Okay.
Do we want this Pact to resolve and I interact later, or do we think it's best if I just interact now?
Well, I mean...
I would have no qualms if you interacted now. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, because I'm happy to, like... Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation because I'm happy to just let it resolve, but I don't know if I can counter the next thing, so I'd have to know that I have protection from you guys to let that happen, or if you think it's just safer for me to just counter this and throw everything we can.
Yeah, and at this point, I also don't know if we have another way to stop Underworld Breach at this point besides this way.
I can
so you're
confirm
passing
that I cannot do anything else.
Okay.
Then this is 100% the play.
I gotta do something. All right, so I'm assuming Cam is priority blowing me into doing this. Just kidding. I'm gonna pyroblast the Pact of Negation there.
Do something, you lazy Godo player.
Pact of Negation is countered, and Underworld Breach is Force of Willed.
That was the Fierce Guardianship, right?
Yeah, Fierce Guardianship. Yep. So, Mod, what do you have in your bin now?
I have got Fierce Guardianship, Lotus Petal, Wheel of Fortune, Talisman, and Cyclonic Rift.
And Cam Jam, what about you?
I have Force of Will, Dockside, Demonic Consultation, and Wooded Foothills.
Your dockside is under my control.
You're correct. It's not there anymore.
Dylan, what about you?
My graveyard? I have 3 lands, Inventor's Fair, Snow-Covered Mountain, and Sandstone Needle, and I have Honor War Shaku and Pyroblast.
I pass the turn.
Mine. I'll take the damage. I'll play a Birds of Paradise for turn. I'll pass the turn.
Cool. Untap. Draw for turn. Fire of Industry as land for turn. Pay 3 life and leave a colorless floating. Attempt to put my own Underworld Breach on the stack.
Son of a gun.
What is it with you guys and this stupid card?
First up. You guys think this card's pretty good, huh? Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
I'm a net decker, so I don't really know
Underworld Breach.
How much mana do you have up, Dan?
I have 2 mana open, 3 cards in hand.
Oh, what a big ass bummer.
Oh, I'm sorry, I technically have 3 because I have a floating colorless.
Spellpierce would possibly limit it.
What does he do after this then?
I've got Wheel.
What's in your graveyard again, Mod?
Fierce Guardianship, Lotus Petal, Wheel, Talisman, and Cyclonic Rift.
So he doesn't have LED. He can Lotus Petal like once or twice. If you can take like 2 mana away from him, it might actually do it.
I don't think you're wrong there. I'll do it. I'll spell pierce it.
Yeah, you're very correct that throwing me off of that mana, definitely. I need exactly the amount of mana that I have. I would like to attempt to Force of Will that, exiling a Rushing River from my hand, go down to 32.
Oh, well, your attempt goes through on my end. I assume the other 2 don't have anything else to say about it, but...
I blew my one piece of interaction.
Okay, I will use the 1 floating blue here, and I have to take a life to the Spire of Industry to cast the Wheel of Fortune from my graveyard, and I will exile Talisman, Force of Will, and Fierce Guardianship.
Mod, are you discarding anything?
Yeah, I'm going to discard a Flooded Strand.
I will discard Snow-Covered Mountain, Defense Grid, Prismatic Lens, Lightning Bolt, Dockside Extortionist, and Dual Caster Mage.
Demonic Betrayal and a Gilded Lotus.
Land of War Elves, Neoform, Intuition, and Imperial Recruiter. Honestly, the worst part about playing cEDH is sitting here and having to listen to everyone read off the laundry list of cards that they're putting into the bin for 5 minutes every time a wheel is cast.
I think I'm bottlenecked here. I don't think I can proceed. I will accept that I can't do anything else, so I will cast a Lotus Petal from my graveyard, exiling my last 3 cards in the graveyard, Sack Rift, Flooded Strand, and Wheel of Fortune. I will sacrifice the Lotus Petal for green. I will cast a Carpet of Flowers. I'll move to my second main phase. Second main, I'll pour the Carpet at Lab Maniac Cameron and make 2 green mana. I will use it to cast a Sylvan Library, and I will pass the turn from there and sacrifice my Underworld Breach at end step.
Okay. Untap. Off card. Play Mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. See if anyone drew a response to a Treasonous Ogre.
Delay?
Shucks. Yep, you got it. It's delayed. Is it worth attacking anyone?
I'm on Naus and a Sylvan Library and Painlands.
Yeah, I guess it is. Mod, you have any blockers? What's that? I can't see that.
I do not. I'm sorry.
Sylvan Library to Carpet of Flowers. Yeah. I'll attack you with 1, Mod.
You got it. I am at 30.
I got 6 cards in my hand. Pass a turn. Man, I was really hoping that Treasonous Ogre would just get right in there.
You almost got away with it, too.
I do not have a pact because that was countered.
Yep.
Untap, upkeep, nothing. Draw a card. Volcanic Island as land for turn. Finale of Promise, X equals 2.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Targeting... I have to name my targets. Targeting Reanimate.
Alright, that's fair.
And Tainted Pact.
I'm gonna hit Miscast.
Fluster?
I have no responses to Fluster.
Nice.
Cool. I forgot to cheat, and I only have 1 Force of Will in my deck, so I also pass.
Me too. I didn't put any Force of Wills in my deck.
Should have.
I think they might have caught me if I did that, though. You could have gotten away with it.
I forgot to tell y'all that you're allowed to cheat on my channel, so you could have. Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Shit, you should have told me earlier, man.
I really forgot to mention that.
Are we good to go here?
Yeah, you're good.
Good with me.
All right. I am putting Tainted Pact below the Reanimate. Reanimate is targeting Spellseeker. I am going to lose 3. Spellseeker enters. I'm stacking Inalla below Spellseeker.
Yep.
So the challenge is right now, Finale Promised, Reanimate are already in the bin. And I have to figure out what my process is to actually go off. I think I have it, but it's going to be a little weird. Oh, and Finale exiles that Reanimate. Reanimate's gone as part of the issue. I am going to get a Burnt Offering. I'm going to use this black. I'm going to use this to cast Burnt Offering.
Yep.
Sack against Spellseeker. I am adding a red and 2 black. I'm using a black to pay the Inalla trigger. Putting a Spellseeker named Tentacle Owl into play. And...
Tentacle Owl?
Yeah, it's Tentacle Owl. Don't you see him?
I love Tentacle Owl.
cEDH staple, Tentacle Owl.
Yeah.
Tentacle Owl. 1/1.
It's my Nadir Kraken token that I just never stopped drawing.
Do you have, for the other 1/1s that you make off of Nadir Kraken, do you have other human names for the tentacles
Here's
too?
Edward.
Good.
I think I have... I have Barry, Chuck, and Dan.
I was going to say, I hope you have one for each letter of the alphabet, so you can go through, here is Ezekiel, here is Fabrizio, here
I
is
got up
George.
to Frank last time, and I think I still have Frank drawn. So this Spellseeker is getting me a Demonic Consultation.
I've heard that's good.
And then I am going to resolve this Tainted Pact. Is that okay?
I'm understanding what's happening now. How much treasure do you have?
I have a red and a black mana floating.
Okay, so we still need to make some mana.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
So I am basically flipping until I hit Thoracle.
Okay, you are going for Thoracle here.
Do you have a way to make mana? I'll let you do
Maybe.
it. Sorry. I keep interrupting you.
There's Thoracle. Right. With this red and the black mana, why am I so out of it? God, I just totally screwed up. For some reason, I thought I had a specific card in hand, but I don't because I have... Yeah, alright. For some reason, so I thought for some reason I needed red mana to cast a dockside, but in actuality, I needed blue mana to cast this Phantasmal Image as my dockside. And I got the fact that I was going to have a dockside in my head the whole time.
I'm pretty sure I heard you say blue mana.
Well,
no,
you can't do that with
Burnt Offering can only hit red and black.
Yeah.
So, no, it's all good.
It
is all good. I have
cheating.
failed.
I like it.
I have utterly failed here.
Oh, that's a I've been in this exact same situation. I hate this late game brain.
You have Thoracle Consult in your hand, though, right?
I have Thoracle and Consult in my
can't
hand,
get them in play.
so I'm just thinking of what I can do if I actually want to do anything.
So what can you do to live until just next turn, right?
I am going to let this mana float and pass the turn.
I'm gonna play an Exotic Orchard. I'm gonna Gitaxian Probe Dan.
Revealing for Gitaxian Probe, I was about to say ad nauseum. I don't have it in hand for other players.
I'm not looking.
Oh, you might need...
Alright, that's fair. That's really the one thing I was looking for.
Yeah, there's no ad nauseum, you're safe.
Are we good?
I have no plays. I have to pass here and just hold stuff up.
I'm going to untap, draw for turn, Sylvan Library trigger. None of these are ad nauseum. I will take one of them. I will play a Scalding Tarn as my land for turn. I forgot about Carpet. Let's move to second main phase. I'll point the Carpet at Lab Maniac Cameron. That's 3. Let's make all of it blue, and I'll spend that mana on Rhystic Study. Crack the Scalding Tarn now before I forget. I'm going to go get a Volcanic Island with that. I'll pay 2 mana into the Ancient Tomb down to 27 to cast an Arcane Signet, and I'm going to pass after that.
Okay, go to me. Untap, remove a time counter from Treasonous Ogre down to 2 and draw a card. I have Ancient Tomb as my land for turn. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Go down to 38. And I will cast a Burgie. I'm going to use my extra mana to pay for that Rhystic Study. If I 2 mana cast a Mind Stone, make a red mana, use the red to pay for the Ristic. That's cool, right? I can do it.
Burgie happens after the Ristic. You would have to tap your mountain.
Yeah, my
really?
Ristic, your Burgie trigger goes on first, and then my Ristic trigger goes
Oh,
on
I'm
after
active
that,
player,
active.
so mine would go on first. That's true. I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
I invite you onto my program. You pay for Ristic triggers. What is this?
I guess I'll attack you also.
Oh my lord! What? I'm gonna block with the Ristic study. This. It's 1.
Just 1.
All right, I go down to 26.
Pass turn.
All right, untap. Upkeep. Do nada. Draw a card. Land for turn. And cast a Thoracle.
Ristic trigger.
I will pay.
Damn, he saw the line. Pass on Thoracle.
I have nothing.
Responding to the ability, I would like to demonic consultation.
I'm gonna ask you politely, Ristic, please. Damn, he saw the line.
Can't believe he keeps seeing that line.
I know.
I have
genius.
no response.
No response. You're dead.
We're
Mighty
dead. Now I got nothing.
I would like to name Abandon Hope. I do not reveal it.
That's also the thing that I name. I love it.
I'm gonna respond to the trigger and thunderclap the Thassa's Oracle and then die.
It works. It works.
Oh, I was hoping
good
that
stuff.
someone would have.
I had 11 mana on my turn. I was hoping to get there on my turn. Couldn't get there again.
It's good games. Good
Yeah,
games.
jeez.
Yeah, those were great games.
Sometimes when Inalla can't get there, it can still just get there.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
I-
Is like,
so-
even though you
Versus
can't
cards
do it
are
right
good.
now.
Small, cheap, efficient win conditions are good no matter what the shell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
Sylvan draws were 2 lands and Felwar Stone. I was like, come on, you gotta be fucking me.
Oh, oof. Big oof.
We had some really fun games with the Play to Win crew at Lab Maniac Cam. Huge thank you to them for coming out and playing some great games with us. If you want to catch the whole stream, join our Patreon and unlock our uncut stream playlist on YouTube. You can also catch the games live on Saturday nights on twitch.tv/moderatelyanonymousmtg. And keep your eyes peeled for another game from this night coming to the Play to Win channel. One last thank you to our wonderful guests and our patrons who make great content like this possible. And thank you for watching. Be good to yourself, everyone.
이 정도로 날 증오할 만한 사람 알아.